Jujutsu Kaisen is probably the worst manga, hands down. Did I get your attention? Okay, cool. I don't really think that, but there are many, and I mean many debates on the internet going about which is the best anime, or who are the best characters, and so on. And I just feel like those debates are just getting so boring. So let me start another one. Can you make the strongest team in anime? Here's the deal. I'm going to make a 4-person team made up of anime characters. You have to try to beat that team. The team must be aligned with 4 roles: the leader, the right hand, the support, and the tactician. I personally am basing this off of the Hunter x Hunter group, with each role being pretty obvious, obviously. That made no sense. There are some roles though, only one main character for the whole team, and it can be only one character per series. You also gotta think how well these characters will be in a team setting. Not really a rule, but yeah. Other than that, go wild. Just make sure to clarify who is what role. Now I'm going to use my main character pick first, and I know some people are going to hate my choice. This is for the tactician role, which is a very important job. It needs to be a person that is fast thinking and intelligent. No matter how strong someone is, if they are outsmarted and outplayed, all that power is wasted. Now in this battle you don't want any dead weight or someone that is a liability, so the typical picks for a smart tactician like Light or Lelouch wouldn't be the best choice because besides the intelligence and cunning, they don't really have much to offer. I was thinking of picking the king of shogi, Shikamaru, from Naruto. His analytical mind will come in handy for sure, and his shadow imitation jutsu is great at binding enemies, and can be used for surprise attacks as well. But Shikamaru's biggest flaw is the amount of time it takes to strategize. He's extremely good at looking at the big picture, taking all the information around him, and coming up with a strategy. That takes time though, and just like the tuning exams and even the fight with Hidan, Shikamaru's plans takes a while to enact, and often leave him with little chocolate left. But enough stalling. My pick for the tactician is the future #1 hero, Deku. Okay, put your pitchforks down. Let me explain. Deku has an incredibly sharp mind. Through his years of analyzing heroes and quirks, his analytic abilities are superb. Deku is able to deduce things very quickly and come with impromptu plans, which are needed in a fast-paced battle. One for All also ensures that Deku can carry his own weight, and his multiple quirks make him unpredictable and very useful. Hopefully that makes sense. Next we have the support role, which is not as straightforward as you might think. Many see support as the people who can heal and stay on the back line, like a Mimosa from Black Clover. However, support is much more than that. They are the roles that hold the team together and fill in the gaps the team is missing. The team needs to travel somewhere quickly? Support. The team needs help defending against a powerful attack? Support. And yes, if the team needs healing, there is support. The role is usually filled with characters on the weaker side needing to be protected by the stronger members of the team, which is something I wanted to avoid. I really want to take Orihime from Bleach, whose rejection ability is not only amazing at healing, but also defending, which is probably second to none in Bleach. But if a person manages to get past her defenses, Orihime is not that capable on her own. I was also very close in choosing Yuta from Jujutsu Kaisen, who was able to heal himself and others with his reverse curse technique, but his power lies in his adaptability and ability to copy curse techniques. I'm not sure how this power would apply to other abilities outside of JJK, but the reason I decided against it was because of his very strict time limit. You see, Yuta can only fully manifest Rika, the source of his immense curse technique and curse energy, for about 5 minutes. After those 5 minutes, he doesn't really become useless exactly, but the main reason why I picked him isn't there. Ultimately, I decided to choose Retsu Unohana from Bleach. Retsu is the captain of the 4th Division and the best healer in the Soul Society, but the way she used this ability is what makes it even better. Retsu was not always as calm as she is now. She used to be a brutal warrior that was leagues above others with her strength. She used to use her healing ability to heal herself and make the fight last longer. Retsu is the perfect combination of protect and attack, and I also imagine some teamplay with her Shikai flying through the sky and Deku using gear shift on it to make it a supersonic jet basically, with that little healing chamber in there too. Okay, so we have our tactician and we have a support. Next we have the right hand, which is probably the most broad role out of the 4. What exactly is a right hand? If you look at One Piece, Zoro is definitely the right hand, and his loyalty and strength is rivaled by no others on the crew. He even shows moments of leadership when Luffy is falling short, specifically in the Luffy vs Usopp moment. Killua in Hunter x Hunter also has a strong sense of loyalty to Gon, is more level-headed of the pair. I could list more, but the theme is obvious: loyalty and strength. You have to be able to protect your team members and have the strength to back it up. I've only had one person in mind when deciding the right hand, and the choice will make sense when the leader is revealed. But I chose Arthur Boyle from Fire Force, the man powered by delusion. There's so much to say about Arthur that needs to be its own video because honestly he's such a complex character. but he is basically a pyrokinetic who is able to wield a plasma sword. Pretty cool, right? His strength and abilities are linked to his self-image. The more he feels like a knight, the stronger he gets. When I say strong, I mean strong. I'll tread lightly on the spoilers, but Arthur is able to react to Shinra's crazy speed and move even faster than lightning. But it's a double-edged sword, pun intended. The less that Arthur feels like a knight, or if someone manages to get into his thick head and make him question himself, his power level goes down. But Arthur is actually the linchpin of this team, just you wait. Finally, we have the leader, the commander. Someone to keep everyone in line and motivated. Usually people want their leader to be the strongest character in the team, but strength doesn't always equate to good leadership skills. Remember that you have to keep the group synergy in mind when making the team, so I automatically thought of two people who can fill this role. One being Yami from Black Clover. He's the captain of the Black Bulls, which are the black sheep, of the squads housing all the rejects and the strangest characters in Black Clover. Yama was able to unite all these characters under one roof and have them fight for a single purpose, surpassing their limits. Yama could definitely fuel Arthur's delusions and would be able to egg on Retsu and Deku to give it all. But other than that one aspect, he doesn't really have much to offer in leadership. His one note, surpass your limits, is great for a rallying cry, but not when the team needs a bit more. His abilities don't allow for much team play. He was great with Noct and Asta, but other people are usually sidelined when he pulls up. That's why I decided to go with Sinbad from Magi. Right? That's out of the left field, I know. I do love Magi, but I'm not biased. Completely. Sinbad is an amazing leader whose personality attracts characters of all backgrounds to unite under him. He also knows how to motivate people to the point of manipulation to a certain extent. His outwardly altruistic nature and selflessness would definitely win over the team members, especially Deku. But he's no slouch when it comes to the strength department. He's a skilled swordsman with 7 different metal vessels, with Jin. One summons lightning, one has him controlling wind, there's the other one creating ice. There's more that we haven't seen yet, though. He's also extremely gifted in Rook and Magoi. I pronounced that wrong, sorry. Which are the source of powers basically in the world of Magi. This allows him to enhance his own abilities to extreme level. Okay, that's my team, but why? The characters seem way too different to make a coherent group. But let me read off the team again in a different way. We have a king, we have a healer, and a kid with multiple powers that seem like magic. Arthur Boyle will have a field day with this group, really imagining himself as a knight, getting orders from King Sinbad, having a wizard with Deku, and a princess to protect with Retsu. All these other characters are competent and strong on their own, of course, but Arthur's delusions will definitely run rampant, making him extremely powerful. This team was specifically created with the idea of delusions in mind, with each member having a strong goal in their own way. Deku being the #1 hero, Retsu finding someone who can beat her, and Sinbad wanting world peace. I feel like everyone's ambition will fuel each other and having a common understanding. But that's my team. Is it the strongest team ever? Yes. Will my whole team get obliterated by any Dragon Ball character? No. In all seriousness, I focus on having a unique team that works well together, while still being strong. Show me the teams you guys come up with in the comments down below. Alright,